every once in a while, the plan for a great day of adventurous fishing actually does come together in the form of awesome memories and strong results. Any angler worth his weight knows all about the slow days and the tough bites and just trying to beat the skunk. But sometimes, when the universe aligns and the fishing gods smile upon us, we find ourselves talking about an epic day and unbelievable fast action and some of the best fishing ever. Today's program chronicles one of those truly treasured experiences in fishing, when you realize that the bite is hot, the fish aren't picky, and you've got all the friends ready to capitalize on just such an occasion. Come along with the Wickedfisha crew on a repeat trip to a great destination in northern Colorado, where the ice is still plenty thick, the trout are plump, and the landscape inspiring. We will be into the trout and into the big smiles, and you won't want to miss a second. Hi, I'm Mike McFarland, and welcome to the Colorado Wickedfisha. On today's program, you guys are going to come along with 5 of us on an ice fishing mission to northern Colorado that starts good and ends great. And what I mean by that is pretty simple. We get to the lake in the morning, and we are into numbers right away. Everybody's catching fish, smiling a bunch, having a great time. But the quality that we drove all that way to find just isn't materializing. Well, we stuck it out fishing into the afternoon, and eventually the sun tucks in behind some clouds, the weather shifts a little bit, and the bruisers start to get fired up. Let me tell you, once the big ones start biting, it is an incredible day of fishing from that point forward. We've got tons of smiles, we've got gorgeous scenery, and we have big, beautiful Rocky Mountain rainbows. I'm sure excited to see what's going to happen on the program, and I hope you guys are too. Let's get wicked. One of the challenges we're going to face today is there's been reports of widespread slush. This part of the state has had almost record-breaking snowfall this year. And so with that, you know, that really weights down the ice. You get water that comes up through the cracks, and then that water, because it's insulated by that fresh snow, it can really live right on the ice and really create a treacherous situation for travel. All right, guys, we made it to our destination. We're going to try an area where a cove kind of dumps out onto the main lake. We have a little cut bank here where it really kind of looks like the fish might have to kind of turn this bank, this corner kind of tight if they want to move in and out of the cove. So we're going to hope to pick up some of those cruisers. Sun's about to come up, and we are very hopeful.
Fish on.
All right, guys, we got a fish on. Only been in the water for 2 minutes or so. Right near the top. Just gonna be a little stalker, but a nice start to that day. There it is, a little bow. We're always pleased to be into him that early. He's actually the 3rd fish I had come to check me out, and this one actually hit it. So it's a great start to what I really hope is gonna be an awesome day. JB's got a fish swimming with him. We're fishing in about 25, 27 feet of water here. Nice. There we go, second one of the day.
Oh, little guy on a mealworm.
Nice little mealy action.
Rat finky.
Nice, and what are you fishing in here for depth?
That was right at the bottom of 28 feet.
28 feet. So yeah, I caught mine right around 20. You got one at 28. We're doing pretty good so far. Let's see him back. Later, little bud. So guys, right there on bottom, that's another indicator that fish came up just a second. That's me going down, and JB's got a fish on. So we're gonna run over and check him out. Fish. Nice, JB still got the fish.
Fish on.
Colin just plugged one. Again, we're 10 minutes into the fishing day, and this is off to a really spectacular start. So Colin, what gave you success there?
I was using an iceberg eyeball jig today.
Nice.
Tipped it with a wax worm.
All right, guys, Colin has a good fish here. We're gonna get the sonar out of the way. That's an important thing to do when you feel like you got a significant fish. Colin, you let me know if you need assistance. I might be able to help you scoop. All right, guys, Colin's getting us into that kind of 15-inch range now. Nicest fish of the day so far. Love the design on that really cool little teardrop jig he's using with that butterworm. He's got the fire hole so far. 20 foot of water. Nice.
Pretty colors.
Yeah. Nice colors on that fish, buddy.
So this eyeball jig is being really successful right now for me. It's producing good fish and good numbers. Hopefully we can just get some better size going.
Right, and we've only just started and we're off to a great start.
Awesome.
This is going well. So folks, we've already established that we have a pretty high action bite to start the day. First thing, it's rarely gonna stay that way, right? You know, you show up and you have a good fast action, quick bites, everything's going well, but it's gonna shut off, we know that. So we're gonna try to capitalize and catch a whole slew of fish here to start the day. And then secondly, we're gonna get some secondary holds going where each of us can have that kind of dead stick presentation, some jaw jackers in the water. And that way we know we can fish active, we know we can fish static, and really hope that we can produce a lot of fish and hopefully go beyond numbers and get into some quality as well. Colin had one on a jacker, and this one's pulling drag. This looks like the first drag peeler of the day. We're gonna get a look at this fish in just a second. I can be here for a scoop. Yeah, it's a hoss. It's a hoss. Yeah! Yeah, Colin! Woo! Wow, what a nice fish, Colin. Way to go, man. You know, guys, we are very avid catch and release fishermen, but this is a great size for keeping. It's not, you know, a trophy fish that we'd want back in for genetics, and it's not a little dink. So this is gonna make a really nice fish to pull some fillets off. Way to go, Colin. All right, guys, John with some luck here. How much water are you in, John?
About 8, 9.
Nice shallow fish. Oh, nice. It's a dark one. What did you get him on?
Just a little rat finky with a butterworm.
So it seems like that small presentation is the ticket so far.
Here we go, baby.
There we go, Colin. We watched him swim right up to it. Kind of a textbook little hook set by Mr. Stewart here. And another dark.
Oh, dude.
But that's a fine example right there of one of those Hofer strain rainbows. Well done, Colin. You and John just popped them right back to back. Man, what a slammer day.
Awesome.
There we go. JB. Fish on. What's your depth here?
27.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Right in the middle
Yep.
of that depth, though.
Yep, oh yeah.
15 feet.
He was a cruiser at mid-depth. All right, Jared's on his first fish of the day. It's one of those real dark guys. All right, guys, I was just kind of working 15 feet of water here. There was a school of fish. There was a number of signatures, and I got bit. Kind of a small one. Sometimes in these schools, you know, you don't have the highest quality. I have often found that those big ones like to roam alone. Let's get a look at him. Oh, yeah, he's just a little. Yeah, there he is. Nice little colors, but definitely hoping for some better size. And honestly, that's been a little bit of the story of the morning is plenty of fish, good action, but really that quality that we're hunting for, that we drove all that way for, so far hasn't materialized. So we're gonna be hopeful to see some more of that and get into some bigger fish like Colin stuck earlier. Success here for Colin. Looked like a nice fish. It's a really big one. Oh, easy, easy. Don't pull him on that line yet. Yeah! So here's the fish of the day, guys. Caught on a dead stick. Colin, tell us about this fish.
So I was running a atomic tube jig, and it hit me on the jacker. It was actually getting pretty slow. And,
Nice
watched
catch.
it go up and almost took the jaw jacker with her.
Yeah, I saw that jacker almost fall right over. And you're really, I mean, you're putting together this episode all by yourself, bud. I'm pleased we have you along on the ride. You've really shown up and really shown us how to get into the quality here. This is just an absolute stud of a fish. And we're very pleased to see this kind of quality.
Yeah, thanks for getting me on this fish, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, bud. So here's the situation, guys. We've been out here a couple hours now, and we're kind of in that 15 fish to ice kind of a start so far. But we have seen some smaller fish. You know, we've been seeing that sort of stalker class fish, maybe as small as 11 up to kind of 13, 14. With the exception of Colin, who's popped a couple of really nice ones now. And I think that really speaks to the quality of the fishery and the potential that we do have. And with 5 of us fishing, I think we have high expectations that we can see a few more of those big ones today. It's gonna be a great day. Weather's perfect, and we got all day to do it. So we're gonna stick it out.
Celebration to the good 2 fish.
All right, guys, Colin hooked up with what he thinks is another nice one. I'm gonna pull the sonar for you, Colin, okay?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Get that sonar out of the way. Wow. This guy, I mean, he could have come alone and put this all together. Oh, it's a beauty, it's a beauty. Let me get under him. I got him. Yeah. Wow. Yes. Woo. That's a nice one. A little bit of blood there, so that's gonna make a nice one to just keep in fillet. And man, just another beauty. Another one of the reasons that we travel, you know, these big fish, those nice fights. And what was going on there when you caught that fish?
So I changed back to that atomic tube jig, and I put it on my jigging rod, and I was just laying here chilling on the ice and hooked up on this good fish.
It's pretty cool, and you're just kind of like casually fishing, still getting into them.
That's the fun part, man.
All right, guys, just got one on the jacker here. Feels pretty little. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. And one of those dark ones. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Nice little Hofer rainbow. Nice dark spotting. And got him on that little teardrop eyeball jig. That's pretty cool. All right. All right, JB just hooked up. Anything to him, James, or?
He feels some medium.
Schmedium. Well, we've had a lot of schmediums. We're gonna hope to keep picking up a few here and there. You guys may see, you know, as this episode progresses, fewer of those sort of run-of-the-mill 12 to 14-inch stalker size fish, and we may start to really focus in on the bigger fish only. So hopefully from here on out, there's gonna be some nice fish to show, and should be very entertaining. As a matter of fact, Colin is running over to a jaw jacker. Colin just went sprinting over for a fish that once again threatened to pull that jacker in. Yep, it's a big one. Wow, Colin, another just beauty. Stout belly, kind of a chubbo, and once again, you know, on the jaw jacker, and it looked like you had that one in the top of the jaw, right?
Yeah.
Okay guys, we got Jared who just picked one up out of the jacker over here at Slush Central.
Watch your step, buddy.
Yeah, you can see a nice post hole that happened there. You gonna do your own little scoop move? It's a good one, Jared. Wow. Wow, guys, you can see the hook jaw on this big rainbow that Jared just got into. And what an awesome catch. Look at this thing. Woo, got a mean face. Way to go, Jared.
Sick.
Gear check.
Okay, so we're really just taking a quick look at the presentations that worked really well on this day of ice fishing up in northern Colorado. You'll see right away that we're showing you 4 different kinds of jigs here. And really that is the go-to, is using some kind of an ice fishing jig. We will always tip our jigs with some kind of a bait presentation. In this case, I'm showing you some butterworms or mealworms. The butterworm is really just a kind of a waxworm, so you could use standard waxworms as well. I've even used little bits of shrimp, nightcrawler, anything just to add a little scent and flavor in the water. When we talk about the jigs, you saw in the episode we had a lot of luck on these atomic tube jigs. Many times you saw that presentation work as we caught big rainbows with it. So this green one was particularly successful on that day. We also had some early fish on a rat finky. This one is pictured here in pink. And then this here is a teardrop, like an eyeball jig. And this one worked really well. This one has a cool paint job on it. And we just throw a little fleck of some kind of a bait on there, and that can draw a lot of bites in that nice clear water that you have in those northern Colorado reservoirs. JB's got a fish on here. Looks like he's dealing with a sonar issue. And that can happen, you know, they do like to get tangled in that sonar. Oh my word, what a lunker! Wow, James, what a fish. Your nicest of the day, right?
Yeah, best fish of the day for me.
Wow.
He's awesome.
He's kind of got a standout
cool.
there with that jaw, huh?
Cool little jaw right there.
Probably going to be my best fish of the day anyway. Hopefully we can keep him pinned on. Yeah, I just saw his body. Good fish. Nice fish, pulling a little drag. Exciting fight. Here we go. Oh, don't get hooked. Don't get hooked on that lip of ice.
Oh
Here we
my
go.
gracious, he's huge.
Yeah.
He's huge.
Yeah. That's a beauty fish right there, guys. That'll be my best of the day. I could tell right away it wasn't going to be one of those little 13-inchers. And yeah, we got a fat belly. Definitely a female. I can feel the eggs inside. Well, guys, earlier we talked about how John was going to head a little south of here, a few hundred yards, and go check some shallow water. And while he was separate from the group, he laced into this really nice fish. So we didn't get the catch sequence, but you know, here are the results. He's bringing this one home for the oven, I assume, right, John?
Oh, yeah, we'll bake him up.
How do you like to do that with a fish this size?
I'll score them on each side. I'll season them real good. A lot of onions, a lot of veggies, peppers. You know, I'll probably bake up zucchini with it also, and then a lot of I like Mid-Eastern seasonings, curry and
nice.
Other such stuff.
And you kind of stuff him with that and just bake him.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, hey man, you're gonna have a heck of a meal right there. That thing is just a stout fish. Well done, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, a little drag pull. This has potential, bud. I see it. It's decent. It's decent. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Easy. I'll help you. I'll help you. Don't pull too hard. There we go. The jig has just been fire all day. What'd you tip it with that time?
That was the last millworm.
So just in these last 15 minutes, you know, we've definitely seen a little pickup in the action. And I think we kind of expected that, being that the afternoon's getting on a little bit, and we lost the sun. You know, this cloud cover kind of came in. We know that there's a storm brewing to the south, so we might even have a little bit of that prefrontal condition, which would, you know, in theory, which would really help the bite. I'm hopeful that that is the case, because that would mean a strong finish to this day. And we've already had some great quality, some great quantity, and let's just hope that we can keep that thing going. Here we go. Feels like a decent fish. Lighten that drag just in case. Gonna be a little better than a 13-inch stalker. Oh, let's see what we got. See if we can get his head up. He's not wanting to turn up. Yeah, it's a nice fish. Nice fish. Gonna be one of my best of the day here. Oh yeah. Oh my heavens. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, baby. That's why we come to Stagecoach right there. Lunker, dark, beautiful, just epic coloration. Hit a tiny little teardrop jig. I'm thrilled with that catch. All right, guys, Jared just had a jacker go off, and this fish is pulling drag.
Yeah, he is.
We'll get a call and assist here.
I'll get it.
No, Jared's going full solo.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Holy moly, Jared, fish of the day by a long shot right here. Look at the belly and the colors on this gigantic, nearly 2-foot rainbow right here. I mean, you got to be proud of that catch, bud.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Beauty. She's heavy.
You can feel the eggs in there, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yep, she's got a real paunched out belly. Always a good sign. Spawn season's just around the corner. And that's a happy fisherman, guys. That is why we are here. All right, guys, I literally just sent this rig down. Very exciting. Feels like another nice fish. I'm gonna keep my drag nice and light. This is gonna be a good fish, I can already tell. Yep, nice one, nice one. All right. Yeah, team, Just another stout rainbow here in the low light as the afternoon goes on. The sun's gone for the day, and they are coming back alive. And this is exactly why we made the drive several hours from home in order to hit them like this. All right, guys. Just sitting here trying to work up another bait, and this one got hit. It's a good fish. I can see him.
Big fish.
Yep, that's a nice one. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow. There it is, team. We've been into quality fish now. I would say this afternoon. I mean, kind of in succession. I mean, you know, little breaks, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but then another nice fish. So guys, this is a good one. I was running over for the jaw jacker that went off. And then, you know, all the friends I'm fishing with, they're like, Mike, turn around. And this rod almost went in. And this is, I think he's caught in that line too. This is gonna be an interesting one. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up just in case they're wound. Wow, this feels like a nice fish. Yeah, he's in. Wow.
Oh my God.
All right, so a piece, yeah, he's definitely in that line. I can see that rod moving, and that's going to complicate things. There's high potential to lose him because of the entanglement. But I'm going to try to keep the drag real soft. I see my weight. Yeah, he's not huge. He just feels big because of the entanglement. I mean, it's a nice fish. Oh, yeah. All right, guys, it's getting kind of late in the day, and that's a nice fish. You may have noticed, you know, you're seeing a lot of nicer fish here later in this episode, and that's because we're not even filming the sequences with the small fish. So when we have a good one on and we know it, we're filming, and this is one of those fish right here. He got a little tangled up in my other line. I was a little worried for a second, but ultimately, success. I'm thrilled. He's got a fish on. I'm going to give him a little assist and try to get that sonar out of there. Hold on, James. Don't do much. I think I got it. Okay. How's that fish feel?
Feels pretty good. Just pulling some drag.
Nice, buddy.
I do have my drag set a lot lower now. That last fish bit my hook.
Oh, that's a good one, though. It's a good one. I'll give you a little scoop. Remember, don't pull too hard. Let me get in under first. Wow. Wow, James. Late in the day, and that is a really, really nice fish. Might be one of the nicest ones that we get this afternoon. All right, guys. I was actually trying to get this rig set up on the jaw jacker, and I saw a signature come up on the sonar, and it's looking like a good fish. Yeah, it is. It's gonna be a nice late day dark one. Wow, wow. Just a beauty. Probably gonna be my last catch of the day. Take a look at that rig in there. Just an awesome, awesome day we've had. And that is a fine fish right there. I'm thrilled. All right, guys, we got John on a good fish here. Let me get the sonar out of the way. Oh, be careful. That's pretty wound. We might have to take them all out as one. All right, guys, late in the day, and John just stuck a beauty. This could be a day finisher. Just a huge fat rainbow. What'd you get him on, John?
Green Simcoe with a green power bait worm.
Oh, like one of those Simcoe bugs, those little
Yeah,
larva-looking
Simcoe
things.
bugs, that's right.
Yeah, I've seen those things. Those are pretty cool. That's a kind of a makeshift presentation there right at the end of the day.
Yeah, saw them and figured what the hey.
Hey, man. Well done. That one going in the oven?
Or the smoker. We'll see.
Well, guys, thanks for joining us today on the Colorado Wickedfisha. It has been an awesome day out here. You know, just pounding really quality trout right along with quantity. We were really fortunate. You know, we saw that there was a really steady barometer for these last 3 or 4 days. We had steady weather, and that stability really lended itself to a good bite up here. So we put in the effort. We made the several hours long drive and got up here. And, you know, we have just had one of those days that you're always hoping for. Big fish, lots of smiles, and good friends. So thanks for coming along. We'll see you next time on the Colorado Wickedfisha.